The Tri-State is home to so many talented musical artists like Sam Brewer. Welcome to Lifestyle, Sam.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
First time after all these years.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been playing for, oh man, almost 20 years now. So you guys finally got me in.
Finally. Sorry you hadn't been on my radar, but you are now.
That's good to hear. It's good to hear.
How do you describe your music?
So really I do a mix of originals and covers. So my original stuff is really, it's acoustic rock style stuff. So kind of similar vein to, I would say, like Paul Simon, those kinds of things. So a little bit, picked up kind of stuff. And hopefully you guys will hear some of that here in a little bit and get a feel for it yourself.
So who are some of your heroes? Is Paul Simon one?
Oh, heroes. I love Paul Simon. I'm a little all over the place as far as influences. I like everything from, Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder. So I'm an old soul at heart.
Yes, you are.
And then love me some Led Zeppelin and some of that classic rock stuff. But I can definitely sit down with, Beethoven from time to time, or old jazz records. So I'm a little bit all over the place.
Well, you are that, the Renaissance man of music then.
Have to be.
How long have you been playing and singing?
Been playing guitar and singing for, it's been almost 15 years now. So I started out on drums and was raised in a kind of musical family and still play drums. I call that my main instrument, but you can't really make a lot of money in the corner of a bar playing drums by yourself.
Right, it's hard to do the drum solo and sing with it.
Get you kicked out of the dorms pretty quick in college, too. So.
Well, where's home to you now? I know you're from Ohio.
Yeah, originally from Ohio. I'm home now is Newburgh. So we moved here about 2 or 3 years ago now it's been. So loving the area so far and finally be able to get entrenched in the music scene here a little more with things opening back up and shows kind of starting back up and everything. So
how did you manage through the shutdown?
For me, it was tough. It was tough for, I think, all musicians, right? Because, bars and things like that were the first things to close down and when they opened back up, live music wasn't obviously the #1 thing to get back. It was getting back safely, people getting out there to eat and things like that. So, for me, the last, I think, 6 to 8 months have really picked up a lot, which has been nice and feels a little more back to normal, as much as we can be. So that's definitely much appreciated for the musicians. And
everybody's celebrating,
absolutely.
and I think everybody's so glad and ready to be back out with live people in front of them. And you're playing somewhere this weekend.
Yes, playing over at Primetime Pub in Newburgh on Saturday. So if you guys like what you hear, come out and see me. I'll be out there 8 to 11 playing anything and everything. So I'll take requests, and my motto is if I can play it, I'll try it, or if I know it, I'll try it.
Give it a shot anyway.
Yeah, and if you put some money in the tip jar, I'm more likely to try it too. So.
Now, are you going to be up on the rooftop or inside?
It kind of depends on the weather usually. So looks like it's going to be hot this weekend and nice, so I should be outside hopefully. So.
Yeah, and they have that wonderful outdoor dining space now.
It's great. I'd much prefer playing outside and being out in the outdoors versus cramped up in the bar with everybody. So I like to get out and be outside. That's really nice.
Well, how can folks follow your booking so they know where you're going to be?
Yeah, so most of the time I'm most active on Facebook, like most of the local musicians are. So facebook.com/Sam Brewer. My name, Brewer, it's showing up there on the screen. But you go there, I post on there kind of usually monthly kind of a schedule, and as things change, I'll put more posts up there. I post some videos of me playing as well. So if you like what you hear on there, go make sure to shoot a like over to that page.
And to book you, how do they reach out to you?
You can reach out to me through that, and the banner there has got some of my information on there, and I'm pretty quick to get back, as most local musicians have to be, right?
Yeah, you have to be. Now, are you a single act all the time now?
Most of the time here locally, yeah, I do play in a couple of bands. I've moved around a lot around the United States. I'm in a couple other bands where I play drums, but locally it's usually just me in the corner.
Sam in the corner. Well, Sam's going to be out of the corner in just a minute. In fact, sitting right over there and bringing a song for us on Local Lifestyles. I can't wait to hear it, Sam.
I'm excited.